morning, happy Easter. My name is Elia and this is my channel, Astro Compass Oracle. I want to do a special holiday reading for the Frontline Collective. I don't have anything in mind at all. I'm not even sure at this exact second what cards I'm going to pull, but I'm pulled towards this deck right here. I hope you're having a blessed Easter, and if you feel you're not, maybe change your perspective, because where we are is where we are. Oh, sweet. Archangel Michael coming through, trusting heaven. I have huge confirmation. Goosebumps right now. Trusting heaven, you are safe. Angels, stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. What a beautiful card to get started with on our Easter morning, Frontline Collective. I'm going to ask for another card from this deck. I have a lot of trouble shuffling in general, but this deck and I, yep, it's either all or nothing. One more, please. I'm just pulling this one. Ooh, Lord Shiva, Transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Interesting. So very interesting. This, these two is about walking forward on a really kind of unknown feeling path, but there's a lot of protection on this unknown path, and it's wonderful to see this card from Archangel Michael, because he really is very close to this collective right now. Dance with the universe. That's that meeting the universe halfway, getting into the flow, figuring out where the sweet spot is, even when it's hard, right? Okay, all right, so this deck. I'm the most uncommercially appealing reader on the tube. Maybe not, but this shuffling is a mess. Okay, I don't know why I find it so funny. Oh, two came up. Oh, interesting. The universe in reverse and disruption in reverse. Okay. I think this universe card is coming up in reverse because there's a lot of fear-based energy about stepping into the unknown and actually working with the universe in such a new way, this new world that we're in right now. And there's like a real strong resistance to a changeover into the new way. This disruption in reverse is like kind of like refusing to take a look at some stuff that needs to be let go of. I am going to, I really just want this to be, right, you just don't get to tell Spirit what you want it to be. It is what the message is. I wanted it to be a happy-go-lucky Easter reading, but I have recorded a couple of readings before this that I've not uploaded because they were too intense. And so I'm not totally sure what's going to come through here. Delight. Finding delight right where you're at. If maybe you can look out a window and listen to the birds, because I bet they can be heard now where you are, and maybe they couldn't be before. Enjoy the nature that is beginning the reclamation process right now as things are in stasis. Sit in your garden, sit on your patio. If you have an apartment, stare at a plant. Look outside and see if nature is showing herself, and find some joy in that, because the abundance of Gaia is infinite, and connecting to that energy can really elevate your frequency. Okay, so here we have the card of leadership. I pulled this card for myself this morning, and I really feel like this is about leadership within you, not necessarily leadership externally, but it could be. It's really about walking the unlit path within yourself and being willing to come out on the other side alone, because you know that you're still and always will be whole. You don't require more. It's you and God when you came in, and you and God when you go out. And this experience of being human is temporary, and in some regards it's about relationships and interacting, and the experience that your soul gets by having those interactions with each other. But not everybody's soul path is the same. And for some people, community is actually, it's sort of like if you took Merlin from the legend of King Arthur. He had his cave up in the mountains. Merlin did that by choice, because he chose a life of internal exploration to get in touch with his magic. That was his life path. I don't think he was having Wednesday tea parties because he needed social interaction. So if you have that aspect to you, I'm not totally sure why this is coming out. Maybe there's somebody who needs to hear that it's okay. Solitude can be absolutely incredibly beautiful and very empowering. You don't have to be a part of the group to still be a part of the group. Unity consciousness is real on an energetic level, regardless of what's going on in your 3D experience. If your 3D experience is that you are to ground the frequency of your own energy without a ton of influence, then be true to that. One more card, please. Ah, yes, we love this card. This is success, and it's that rare panther. That's awesome, right? Yeah. Oh, wow, that's kind of cool. I just noticed on the top of this card, my YouTube thumbnails that I was doing last week, they look just like that. Anyway, so success kind of speaks for itself. Delight, leadership, success. These things are about perspective, but it looks like, you know, with the embracing of these energies, that will successfully move you through the ascension process and help you balance yourself as the frequencies raise, because they will continue to do that. As they do that, they trigger events throughout the world, like the pandemic and all kinds of other things. So it's all tied together. There's tons of ways you can research this. Don't go at it from one direction. Don't just be like, it's the way of the cosmic disclosure. Okay, that is one way. Or it's the way of Dolores Cannon. Okay, that's one way. There's the biblical way. What if it's all of the ways? I'm just saying. Okay, so I am going to pull from this deck here, Alana Fairchild. This is an oracle deck. It's called the Rumi Oracle, and I'm going to read from the book on this one, because these are Rumi channeled messages. One card, please, for the Frontline Collective. Resplendent with Grace. Look at the artwork. It's beautiful. For those of you who are artsy-fartsy, this might speak to you in some particular way, if I can get the glare off enough for you to see it. Okay, I'm going to read from it. This is the 24 card, breaking down to a 6, which is a number of balance. Okay, I can't read the whole thing. It's painful for me. I'm just kidding, but I'm not going to read the whole thing. I will read this. The oracle comes to you with a message. This oracle comes to you with a message. You may be wondering if you can attain the next stage of growth in your life. You are already well equipped to do so. No matter what you might believe about the situation, circumstances, or others involved, even yourself, you have within your soul possession more than enough grace to see you through anything you are bold enough to envision for yourself or for any vision you feel life has bestowed upon you. So pray through unconditional love to access all that you are supposed to be by those beings that love, So pray through unconditional love to access all that you are to be supported by those beings that love you without condition. Pray to realize that you are so drenched in sacred grace that the well of your being is full. All that is needed to nurture you into the next step of your life path, onto the next step of your life path is within you now. Success is yours. Yes, right? Success is yours. Woo woo. But you must believe in your ability, your readiness and your capacity to take this next phase of the journey now. Success is yours, but you must believe in your ability, your readiness, and your capacity to take this next phase of the journey on now. How could it be otherwise? For you are one with grace. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. Good message. Powerful message. You're everything you need to be. Don't let anybody tell you differently. Don't let anybody interpret a chart or do your reading or anything and tell you something that is not resonant with your core truth. It's very, very easy for us, and anybody who's an empath, especially if they encounter another empath, to become influenced and energetically subjugated can happen if you're not careful. So ward yourself, guard your energy, pay attention to the details. Oh, pay attention to the details. Listen to your gut instinct above everything else. If I can give you one thing, really tune into that place of centeredness so that when you go forward, you are in a place of awareness. I just recently had an experience that really caught me off guard. And it's interesting because I had pulled some cards on it, not knowing what these cards meant. They were not good cards, and there was nothing wrong at that time. But it played out, and so now I know. I didn't get the message. I didn't get the message because my own emotions blocked my clarity of thought in this particular circumstance. So, and I spend a lot of time attuning myself and really trying to study energy so that I have a confidence in my own abilities and don't feel like a hypocrite. Be cognizant that there will be learning experiences regardless of your preparedness also. It's part of the soul conditions. I've never said the soul conditions? Yeah. Okay, it's part of the soul conditions. My truth is that is the case. And this particular circumstance played out just exactly as it should have. I learned exactly what I needed to learn when I needed to learn it. And it sucked dick, but I learned my lesson. So, there you go. Anyways, we're going to pull one more card because that's not the freaking vibe I want to end this reading on. Okay, let's ask Spirit about the Frontline Collective's relationship to inner peace. How to find inner peace. What message can Spirit give right now that will bring inner peace to the Frontline Collective? Transformation. Okay, well, that's so purely true. If you can embrace the transformation process on the deepest level, it does give you inner peace. It absolutely does. Because you're not fighting against the inevitable and you're not railing against the wind. So, those are our messages. I hope you have an awesome holiday. Godspeed. Peace out.